America, the country the whole world calls the land of dreams. They say if you work hard here, your life will change. But a long time ago in this very America, there was a family whose only dream was to make sure their children did not sleep hungry. This is not a movie story. This is a real story of silent pain. They lived in a small, old apartment in a forgotten part of the city. The paint on the walls was peeling. Cold air slipped in through broken doors during winter. In that house lived Mary. Mary was a single mother. She had two children, a son and a young daughter. They were too young, yet life had forced them to grow up early. Mary's day began before sunrise, not because she wanted to, but because worry never let her sleep. The first thing she thought every morning was, what will I do for my children today? She walked quietly into the kitchen and opened the refrigerator. Inside, there was only a little milk and a few slices of bread. She made sandwiches for her children and whispered to herself, I will eat later. Mary worked all day, cleaning offices, other people's homes, sometimes restaurants. She earned minimum wage. The moment her paycheck arrived, most of it disappeared into rent. Then came electricity bills, school expenses, and bus fares. Every month brought the same fear. What will I have to give up this time? When her son came back from school, he often asked, Mom, what's for dinner? Mary smiled softly and said, Surprise. But the child already knew that surprise often meant just soup or bread. Her daughter watched silently. She noticed her mother's old clothes never replaced for years. Without saying a word, she understood everything. At night, when the children finally fell asleep, Mary sat alone in a corner of the kitchen. Tears rolled down her face without a sound. She didn't cry for herself. Her pain was for her children, because they were not living the life they deserved. Living in a rich country, she still felt painfully poor. Outside, the world only saw America, tall buildings, bright streets, shining lights, but no one saw the stories hidden behind closed doors. Stories where mothers hid their hunger from their children, where struggle was a daily companion. Sometimes, free food from a church would bring smiles to the children's faces. During Christmas, even a small gift felt like a miracle. Mary held on to those moments as her most precious treasures. This is not the story of just one family. It is the truth of thousands of families trying to survive in the land of dreams. Not everyone gets an equal chance here. Times may have changed today, but a long time ago and even now, these stories still exist, breathing quietly in the shadows. If you're watching this story, remember one thing. Even in the land of dreams, dreams do not come true for everyone. This was the story of a poor family in the United States from a long time ago.